Hi. Today I want to talk a little bit about self-doubt and self-criticism. That's a common problem with my clients, and I think if you can relate to that, this video might be interesting for you. So, a lot of us always fight with self-criticism and self-doubts. You might know this little voice up here saying, "You're not good enough, you could do better," or "No one will ever like you," "Oh, this is shit, you're not doing well." Like, we are really hard to ourselves, right? When you would ask yourself, would you ever talk to a friend, a good friend, like you talk to yourself? Probably not, right? So we tend to be really hard with ourselves when it comes to judge ourselves, judge our body, judge our like performance or whatever. And this is because we grew up being judged. We grew up with criticism from society, from our parents. We were told how we should do. We were like always given feedback. So, in order to be secure for our adult life, we kind of implement that. We internalize this critical, hardcore voice inside us. So, we think if we have this critical and this hard voice with us, we're gonna be fine. We will not just lay on the sofa all day and fuck up our lives. So, in order to be good, to be performing well and succeeding life, that's kind of a good strategy. We take this critiker, this pusher with us and think that this is going to help us. But the problem is, some of our critics are really not that nice and maybe really old fashioned. So it might be that they have values from the last century that are not really what you want anymore. And so, what is really helpful in therapy is to look at this, to look at these values and get in touch with this critical up here. We can talk to them. We can ask him, why is he so strict to me? Why, what's his goal? What does he want? And why is he so afraid that we are not going to succeed without him punishing us all the time? So being in touch with this guy and getting to know him and building up a good relationship, he will listen more to you, and we can also learn to observe it more and to decide if we want to be like just pushed around by this voice, or if we can still say, hey, okay, I listen, I hear you, I understand, but still, no, I'm not going to do it and I'm going to be fine, you know? So, in order to have this control back, it's really helpful to look at it, to do therapy and understand your patterns. And once you can observe it, you understand it, you get your control back so you can decide if those values are good for you, if you want to have them in your life or not. Let's say you will be the boss again. So instead of just being pushed around by this critical voice in your head all day long, you're going to be back to being the boss and say, hey, okay, you are my own employee up there. I have you because I need you to do this and this and this. I need you to make sure I'm not fucking up my job. I'm not sleeping until noon every day. Like, you can go and give them his job description and not just being pushed around, because you're the boss and not this bully up there in your head, right? So this is an example of how I work with my clients as well. And if you are like curious now and want to also maybe try that and see how it is to get control back, then reach out to me and book a session. Would be a pleasure. Bye.